population control. The population bomb is ticking. India's population, which stands at 1.412 billion, will rise to 1.668 billion in 2050. United Nations report states that India likely to surpass China in terms of the RSC in population by next year itself. And viewers, as demand for population control grows, politics too seeps in the issue. Many parties question measures to control population. And contradicting the UN report, for a change, AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi says that there is no population explosion in India and that Sanghis are spreading fake news. Well, hello and welcome viewers. I am Aishwarya Kapoor and you're watching The Burning Question. And if you just heard our headlines, you know that what's really burning. A very principally core issue. Principally core issue. When I say viewers, and I repeat principally core, I literally mean it. And I give you an example. Suppose there are three families. Family 1, Family A, Family B, Family C. Family A, Family B, Family C. One has 1 child. The other one has 2, and Family C has 4. All three of these families have one earning member and the other one stays home to take care, which is very normal. Is it a PhD level question to ask that which family, if the earning level of family A, B and C is equal to amount X, which family will be most comfortably living and which family will be able to give their children, their next generation, a better upbringing. In every way. It's that principally core. But at the end of the day, when the United Nations gives a report that India is all set to surpass China next year, and no, ladies and gentlemen, it's nothing to be proud of. And as I just told, it's very principally core, which you are aware, the contrary. My problem is that politics seeps in here as well. And I'll tell you why. But first, according to the United Nations, India will surpass China's population next year. But I say the problem is here today. The problem was here 5 years, 10 years, 15 years prior even. In 1947, when India got independent, when we got independent, we were somewhere around 30, 32, 33 crores. Where do we stand today? Where do we stand today? More than 140 according to the live tracker. 140 crores. And some say, if you do that survey today, a nationwide survey, you would anyways cross China. Though there are no figures and facts to back that. The problem is that this is undoubtedly the biggest roadblock in making India or allowing India to become a superpower. So are we ourselves, it's us, are we as Indians ourselves stopping us or stopping our country to become the superpower that it can? It's as simple as that. You take a bread. You take one piece of bread. Into how many pieces can you divide it? India is one. And even as we talk to you, the number is increasing. The number is increasing like tuck, 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 tuck. That's how the number is increasing in the grid. And that's the population index, by the way. But politics seeps in. Politics seeps in, and that's where I have a more principal issue. Why will the AIMIM chief, or for that matter, anyone else come in and say that when UP Chief Minister talks about it, he's talking about one particular religion, or he's deliberately doing it, that there is no population explosion. Asauddin Owaisi, last time I checked, sir, you are a barrister. A barrister. Bar at law. You know the facts. And still you do it. That's the topic of our debate on Burning Question. But first, this special report, viewers.
The time is ticking for India's population bomb. United Nations report has projected that India is going to surpass China as the world's most populous country next year. India's population stands at 1.412 billion in 2022 compared to China's 1.426 billion. This comes amid calls for population control in the country. But the opposition has gone into a spin over this as well, while some refuted the alarming report.
हमारे सामने समस्या देखने को मिलती है कि किसी एक वर्ग विशेष में मातृ मृत्यु दर भी ज्यादा है, शिशु मृत्यु दर भी ज्यादा है। अगर दो बच्चों के बीच में अंतराल कम है, इसका अंदाजा मातृ मृत्यु दर पर भी और शिशु मृत्यु दर पर भी पड़ेगा और उसकी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी पूरे समाज को।
ज्यादा जनसंख्या किसी भी देश के लिए एक समस्या होती है, लेकिन सरकार की जिम्मेदारी बनती है कैसे उस समस्या का समाधान हो, कैसे देश विकास के रास्ते पे जाए, कैसे देश उन्नति के रास्ते पे जाए, कैसे सबको रोजगार मिले, कैसे अर्थव्यवस्था मजबूत हो। ये भी सरकार की जिम्मेदारी होती है जिससे सरकार नहीं भाग सकती।
लोकतंत्र में इस विषय पे डिबेट करने की आवश्यकता है। अगर सचमुच समस्या है तो इस समस्या का क्या निदान होना चाहिए।
Per person, per woman, prescribed limit of children is 2.1%. So 2.1% is not exceeding and is going to be stabilized.
And as the bomb ticks, is it not the time to work on it rather than politicize the issue? Let's debate.
Udit? So those were the reactions coming in, but as I said, I have with me on this debate Manish Shukla, he's the UP spokesperson of the BJP. Lucknow se live hai mere saath. I have Binay Singh, political analyst and writer with me here in the Delhi studios. I have advocate Gaurav Goyal joining in from Chandigarh. Zeba Yasmeen, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, once again joining in from Lucknow. Zeba, thank you for joining in. Dr. Piyush Joshi joining in from Indore. And I have a senior Congress leader, Ratnakar Tripathi from Varanasi. If I can begin from you, with you, Zeba Yasmeen, and can I have Manish Shukla on the other side? Zeba Yasmeen and Manish Shukla. Zeba Yasmeen, how is this wrong? What is that Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, has said that you are principally so opposed to? Is population explosion not a reality? Is this population bomb? It's no more ticking. It has already exploded. And that's the reality. So we need to control that, and we need to control that, or we can even control that together. Only and only if Zeba Yasmeen and Manish Shukla come together.
I am very surprised to hear from you that opposition is against this. Who said that? Opposition isn't against anything which is for the benefit
why are
of
you
the
opposing
country.
it?
No, we are not opposing it. Any policy
I am asking
which
very
is going
specifically.
to benefit. Yeah.
So will you say,
Yeah.
Zeba Yasmeen, and I am questioning you just 10 seconds to your answer, because I just want a clear answer from you, ma'am. Can you tell me on record, Zeba Yasmeen, that today you, Zeba Yasmeen, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, is saying on behalf of your party that you are not going to oppose the population bill, the population control bill? Is that what you are saying, Zeba? That you are for it, that you support it, that you understand that how this population bomb is really preventing India itself to become that superpower which you and me want? Is that what you are saying, Zeba? Please carry on.
We are also as responsible as you are. So we would say that anything which is going to benefit our country, which is for the benefit of people, we are going to support it. But yes, I doubt the intentions of BJP, because they have brought this Jativad and everything on this population control policy also. So it would be better if they talk about everybody. If the policy would come, everybody is going to follow. It's not about any particular community, it's for all.
No, are you saying, Manish Shukla ji, Zeba Yasmeen is saying, and viewers, what Zeba Yasmeen is saying, that she is to support, Binay Singh, she is to support the population control bill if it comes for all. What are you talking about, Zeba? What are you thinking? Are you thinking that a bill will come for certain particular section of the society? It's going to come for everyone, for you, me, Manish, Binay Singh, Ratnakar Tripathi, Piyush Joshi, Gaurav Goyal, everyone, for every Indian. For every Indian. The law stands same. So what is this counter? What is this illogical counter which you're trying to give? But मैं मनीष जी आपसे पूछ रहा हूं कि क्या कह दिया था बाबा ने ऐसा कि पूरा विपक्ष खड़ा हो गया? क्या पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन एक रियलिटी नहीं है, असलियत नहीं है मनीष जी?
ऐश्वर्या जी, जिसको देश से प्यार है ऐसा कोई भी व्यक्ति ये नहीं कह सकता कि जनसंख्या की बढ़ोतरी देश के लिए नुकसानदेह है। देश के जो प्राकृतिक संसाधन है, जो जमीन, जल, जंगल, जितने भी प्राकृतिक संसाधन है, वो 50 करोड़ की जनसंख्या को वहन कर सकते हैं। ऑलरेडी 140 करोड़ जनसंख्या हिंदुस्तान की हो चुकी है और उत्तर प्रदेश में 24 करोड़ जनता है। आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने दो बातें कही। एक तो उन्होंने कहा कि जनसंख्या पर नियंत्रण होना चाहिए, लेकिन जनसंख्या की दृष्टि से असंतुलन नहीं होना चाहिए, अर्थात कोई एक वर्ग या एक धर्म के लोग तो जनसंख्या का नियंत्रण करें,
नहीं होना चाहिए।
लेकिन कोई ऐसा वर्ग जो धर्म के आधार पर जनसंख्या का नियंत्रण न करे, इसके नाते से डेमोग्राफी का असंतुलन हो। और ऐश्वर्य जी, मुझे कहने में कतई संकोच नहीं है कि जनसंख्या का जो असंतुलन होता है उसका जो नुकसान है उसके ऐतिहासिक तथ्य मौजूद है। झारखंड की एक घटना अभी परसों 2-3 दिन पहले आप लोगों ने दिखाई ही है कि जनसंख्या बढ़ी, छुट्टी रविवार की जगह शुक्रवार को होने लगी। तो जो और मुझे तो मतलब मैं आश्चर्यचकित हूं कि समाजवादी पार्टी की प्रवक्ता कह रही है कि कानून सबके लिए आना चाहिए। अरे भैया, कानून तो सबके लिए ही आएगा, लेकिन
the कानून comes for everyone. The law is same for all. Manish Shukla, these are just opening remarks. Binay Singh and Ratnakar Tripathi, and then I'm coming to Gaurav Goyal and Piyush Joshi. Binay Singh, I come to you for the opening remarks. Can you please tell me, Binay Singh, that what's the real problem? What's the real problem, Binay Singh? If you can identify that for us, because as far as I can understand, I did the same debate in Hindi, and everyone, whether it's the AIMIM, the SP, the BSP, the Muftis, the Sadgurus, everyone are coming together and saying that we stand for this bill. Even Zeba Yasmin cannot, because she cannot oppose. So she comes and says that if the law is going to be same for all, Aishwarya, we are going to support. The law is same for all as far as I know, as far as I remember. The law has to be same for all, Zeba. So please, Binay Singh, what's the real problem? Why do they want to oppose Yogi whenever he speaks?
Aishwarya, I think that this is not a political issue. This is not political at all. And we should take off the political lens while debating this issue.
But this is basically a science. You cannot deny when Asauddin Owaisi comes in and he says that there is no political explosion. When I saying he's coming out and he's just not a leader who's just come up. He's a well-read guy. You can have a political discourse with him. You can have a different opinion, but he's a well-read guy. Bar at law, he reads, he understands everything. So when he says that there is no population explosion, Asauddin Owaisi, the politics comes in like how?
He is a well-read guy, but he has a certain kind of political hangover. So what I want to say that this is 100% pure scientific issue, and this should be discussed in the ambit of science. Suppose what happened in China. There were 3 policies, Aishwarya. Once there was one child, one family, one child policy, then they switched to 2, and then they switched to 2 plus more. 2 plus. So what the reason was? So when you look at the TFR, so when these laws were implemented, so the TFR will show you that why China was, forced to implement such laws. And India, I am telling you, in India, if you look at the, TFR ratios, so it has declined down the line. Like in 1950, if you compare India with Pakistan, just compare 2 countries. So in 1950, the Pakistan's TFR was 6.6. Matlab ki per family they were producing more than nearly 6.6 child. And India, that was 5.9. Today what the situation is, in India the TFR rate is 2.22, and in Pakistan the TFR rate is 3.45. So in Pakistan also the TFR,
it has drastically dropped down.
The rate, sorry, this is a matter of concern on the whole of this earth. That if you calculate the average TFR of the world, that it is reducing. And the situation is very pathetic in the cold countries in Russia. It is nearly 1.3, 1.4. But the population is declining like this. So the countries where the TFR is critical, they need to produce more child. And where the TFR is more, they need to take measures.
But it's completely opposite. Rather than
I
can have a separate scientific debate,
science.
And it sounds better, Binay Singh.
It is
Science sounds better, but as soon as Ratnakar Tripathi comes in and he has a habit, he's a very, very smart politician. When he comes out, he finds a way and he says that, listen, Aishwarya, I'm just going to explain to you that how Yogi Adityanath, you can smirk, you can smile, Mr. Tripathi, but I know what you're going to say. That listen, Aishwarya Kapoor, you are unable to understand what Yogi Adityanath is really trying to say. And only I, Ratnakar Tripathi, sitting in Banaras, sitting in Varanasi, can sense it. So please, Ratnakar Tripathi, try to enlighten us and say, sir, why do you oppose Yogi Adityanath? Why do you oppose Yogi Adityanath on this?
No, why you are saying that?
Yogi, why?
Aishwarya ji, why are you saying that we are opposing? Why are you saying so? Have they proposed a bill? Have they tabled the bill? Have they drafted the bill? Let me tell you one thing very categorically. The one who is against the two children policy or the population control is the central government of India. On 11 December 2020, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare asked for dismissal of a writ petition by its own leader Ashwini Upadhyay, who asked for to introduce the two children policy. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare gave in writing that it unequivocally is against the two children policy or to make it compulsory for the population control. They said that their policy is to allow the families to decide the size of their family. So the one who is against the population control is the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of Government
you
of
oppose
India.
Yogi and Modi, I know, Ratnakar Tripathi, for the point of it you can. But I am asking you a core question. Gaurav Goyal, Piyush Joshi, I am coming. But 30 more seconds to you, Ratnakar Tripathi. I am asking Ratnakar Tripathi in person. Ratnakar Tripathi, are you?
Let me speak.
Ratnakar Tripathi, I know your leadership don't listen to you. I know Rahul Gandhi does not listen to you and that frustration seeps into you, sir. But I am asking you, Ratnakar Tripathi, in principle, in person, can you tell me today? There are crores of people watching you right now. As they were on our Hindi debate, I am asking you, Ratnakar Tripathi, can you tell me, don't you feel that this population bomb, it's not ticking anymore? It has already exploded and we need to counter it and counter it together. It's time, as I say, to come over the SP, BSP, BJP, Congress syndrome.
Yes.
The Hindu-Muslim,
Yes, sir.
Sikh Christian syndrome and come together and counter it.
Oh, yes. I am out of
So
the
say
syndrome.
na. So say so.
Sir.
Then I will oppose Modi, but still, underhand I will accept. I will oppose Yogi, but underhand I will accept. Say that, Ratnakar Tripathi, there is no shame anymore. I understand.
Allowed to speak?
But say that. Gaurav Goyal. No. I'll come to you. Gaurav Goyal and Piyush Joshi. Gaurav Goyal and Dr. Piyush Joshi. Gaurav Goyal and Dr. Piyush Joshi. I will come to Dr. Piyush Joshi first, who is live from Indore, and then I'll go to Gaurav Goyal. I'll come to you, Ratnakar Tripathi. Your initial remarks are over. Thank you. Piyush Joshi. Piyush Joshi, why? Piyush Joshi first, please. Piyush Joshi first. Piyush Joshi, what's the point or what's the basis of your opposition? Gaurav, let's just listen in to Piyush Joshi first. Thank you. Yeah. Dr. Piyush.
Yeah.
Doctor.
First and foremost, when the law comes, we will have to decide upon its merits and demerits, and then it has to be debated in the parliament. And since I am not a member of parliament, so I cannot really comment upon whether, let's say, an imaginary law will be good or not.
No, but we the people of India send those people into the parliament so we can. No. We the people of India, sir. Dr. Piyush, as much as you, as much as me, and Gaurav Goyal, we the people of India. And when I say me, I mean every Indian. We send those our representatives to parliament to discuss our issues. So I am asking you, Dr. Piyush Joshi, why are you so in principally against Yogi Adityanath, the UP Chief Minister? What wrong did he say?
No. The main thing is that if you look at the report of National Family Health Survey, the National Family Health Survey says that the total reproductive rate of India has declined to 2, which was 2.2 first of all. And if it has declined to 2, that means that we are matching the total reproductive rate. And if you are matching the total reproductive rate, that means that there is no population growth. So either that National Family Health Survey is wrong or there is a population explosion.
So basically you are backing Asauddin Owaisi.
No, I'm not basically. Come on, give me a break.
How will you feel?
I'm quoting.
If I just tell you, if I just give you some comparative study. How will you feel if I give you a figure that this was the figure, Dr. Piyush Joshi, as you are a doctor yourself and you will understand what I say, that this was this figure when we started the burning question, and this is the figure of our population, of India's population, when we end this debate. Do you understand, sir?
I'm just asking you.
When you talk about numbers, and that's where I even agree to disagree with you and Binay Singh both, that this is a science question, but there is also politics into it. We need to understand what did Yogi Adityanath said, Gaurav Goyal. You know, I understand. Listen, on facts, on numbers, if you'll find some study, if you'll find some rating and try to say, Manish ji, basically क्या कह रहे हैं कि देखो जी, एक रिपोर्ट आई है उसमें भारत का जो पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ रेट है वो 2 आ गया, जो कि वर्ल्ड के बराबर है, which is equal to the world growth. ये ठीक, it's not okay. Boss, it's not okay. I don't trust United Nations report, and I'm being very clear about it. It's not on one issue, on any issue, but still I say there are certain parallel reports. Understand, Gaurav, there are certain parallel reports, Zeba, which you might be also aware of, Gaurav, which say that we have already surpassed China, but there are no government facts and figures to back it. Hence, I'm not quoting. But what I'm saying is this: that we need to wake up like how? Open our eyes and see. No, come on, Dr. Piyush, you need to understand.
So
you want to oppose Yogi, you oppose. You want to oppose Modi, you oppose. But the fact is, don't oppose the right policies, don't oppose the right decisions. Gaurav Goyal, please carry on. Thank you.
The three principles of public health is
Gaurav Goyal. Every person in this nation knows that very soon we are going to cross the China in terms of population. There is no doubt about it. Even it is not good for the women health also. It is not good for the health of the nation also to have such a big population. So if some issues, the previous speaker has categorically said that there are certain issues we should not do politics. All the parties should come together regarding this population control bill. It's a demand. It's not only the demand. It's a life and death question. From where we will bring the food, water is less. From where we will bring the water for our coming generations. It's the duty of every citizen. And even all the politicians that they should come
together. Then why will Asauddin Owaisi come and Zeba Yasmin, who's a national spokesperson, and if I'm wrong, please tell me, of the Samajwadi Party, who has Akhilesh Yadav as its national president, will back Asauddin Owaisi, because you are somewhere or the other, Zeba Yasmin backing Asauddin Owaisi, because Asauddin Owaisi today came and said that there is no population explosion, and that is exactly what you are saying. How many times you would want to deny it? But the fact is, Zeba Yasmin, that's exactly what you are doing. You are twisting and turning, but saying the same thing, Zeba Yasmin.
Population explosion there.
Ashwarya, please give me 2 minutes uninterrupted time, please. Yeah.
Zeba and Manish, carry on. Yeah, Zeba.
Yeah, Ashwarya, I just want to know why today you are so negative and being so difficult, as if only Modi ji, Yogi ji and Ashwarya are in favor of population policy and rest are against. Samajwadi Party is not against if Modi ji was wanting to control population. I'm saying, why are you being deaf? Why are you not listening? Opposition is always stands with whatever policy comes, it is for the betterment of the country. And one more thing, if you're saying we are against Modi ji, let me tell you, my dear friend, where were you since 2014?
Oh, you are not?
If population
you are not? Manish ji, chalo, ek खुशखबरी मिल गई आपको. हमारी डिबेट से ज़ेबा यास्मीन कह रही है कि वो मोदी जी का विरोध नहीं करते हैं, तो कल को क्या पता अखिलेश यादव भी समर्थन कर दे. पर व्हाट आई मीन, मनीष जी, अपोजिशन करने के लिए अपोजिशन ठीक है, लेकिन वो हर चीज बोलेंगी, लेकिन ये नहीं बोलेंगी कि अगर बीजेपी पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल बिल लाती है तो द ऑपोजिशन विल बैक इट. आई एम वेटिंग. एक बार तो बोले ज़ेबा यास्मीन. वंस ज़ेबा शुड से दैट अखिलेश यादव इज गोना बैक इट. मनीष
मैं उनको समाजवादी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता को मैं याद दिलाऊं, अभी 2021 में जब एक ड्राफ्ट सबमिट हुआ था तो इनके पार्टी के सांसद शफीकुर रहमान बर्क एसटी हसन का बयान उठाकर देख लें कि उनका क्या व्यू था, और अखिलेश यादव से लेके पार्टी के किसी ने भी उस बयान को डिनाई नहीं किया था. मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि यूएन की
वो भी अति वरिष्ठ है.
उसके बाद भी जनसंख्या नीति का इफ एंड बट लगाकर किसी तरीके से
That's the point, Zeba. Now it will be personal. Now it will be personal.
Please give me 1 minute and clear out this point.
समय में जो लोग चाइना से दे रहे हैं, तो चाइना का क्षेत्रफल देख लें. चाइना का क्षेत्रफल इंडिया के क्षेत्रफल से कितना ज्यादा है. अगर उससे तुलनात्मक अध्ययन करेंगे तो नहीं करेंगे। देखिए, जिसको देश से प्यार है, जिसको देश का विकास चाहिए, तो चाहता है कि देश विश्व के सभी देशों से बराबर हो, वो कम से
It's the biggest roadblock. It's the biggest roadblock. Zeba, I'll come to you, but first I'm going to Binay, and then I'm giving you, Zeba, full 90 seconds. Yes, Binay. Manish Shukla, I understand your point. Binay, yeah.
How population control or less population, that is directly proportionate to the development of that country. Just give me 10 seconds. So the lowest fertility rate countries, list-wise, from top to bottom, I'm telling you.
Yeah, carry on.
Taiwan 1.07, and South Korea, Singapore, Macau, Hong Kong, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands. Okay, these are the countries with lowest fertility rate.
Lowest fertility rate.
And look at the development part. And the highest fertility rate, I am counting the countries from top to bottom. Niger, 6.74. Somalia, DR Congo, Mali, Angola, Burundi, Nigeria, Gambia. These are the...
saying it's inversely proportional.
Yes.
You are saying it's inversely proportional.
No, you just compare. You just compare Taiwan.
Inversely proportional. That is what you are saying.
You just compare Taiwan with Somalia. Taiwan has a fertility rate of 1.07 and Somalia has 6.74.
And I agree. Ratnakar Tripathi, your smirks will not work today, sir. I need a counter from you. I'll come, but after Zeba. Zeba, please come and tell me. When your leader come out and says, you say it's his personal reaction, but you will not come on record today and say that Aishwarya Kapoor, I tell you on burning question today, that the Samajwadi Party will back this government if a population control bill comes. I am dying to hear that. Zeba, the viewers are so, the opposition, it's just not to say that the opposition will support every positive measure. You say it's positive, but then you still do not say that you will back it. Why don't you say that, Zeba?
Let me
say that you will back this.
Aishwarya Kapoor. Yes, Aishwarya Kapoor ji.
If carry on, fast.
Something against population control, then it is Berg Saab personal statement. It is not party's official statement. And if BJP spokesperson is saying that MP's statement matters, then I'll show you the
Manish Shukla.
Sakshi Maharaj. Hindu औरतों को 5 बच्चे पैदा करने चाहिए. Who said this? This was said by Sakshi Maharaj, who's MP of
Equally wrong.
BJP.
Equally
so
wrong.
Question him.
Equally wrong. 1 versus 1. Manish and Zeba.
So,
equally wrong.
Why are you saying that Samajwadi Party does not stand
equally wrong, Zeba.
You are generalizing it, Zeba. This is a pure scientific debate. Don't leave the scientific,
Manish, बोलिए Manish, जवाब दे. 1 versus 1, Manish and Zeba.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी में पीएम से लेकर सीएम तक का क्या स्टैंड है, लेकिन सफीकुर रहमान वर्ग कहते हैं कि अल्लाह जिसे पैदा करना है उससे कौन रोक सकता है, वो तो पैदा होगा ही, चाहे गरीब हो या अमीर, सभी को खाना।
ये समाजवादी पार्टी का ऑफिशियल स्टेटमेंट नहीं है सर। आप पढ़े लिखे, आप जागरूक व्यक्ति हैं, पार्टी को जो कहना होगा ऑफिशियली कहेगी। बट साहब अपने क्षेत्र के एमपी है, वो अपने क्षेत्र की बात करेंगे।
साक्षी महाराज के लिए जो इन्होंने कहा,
मनीष शुक्ला जवाब दे रहे हैं। मनीष इज आंसरिंग यू बैक।
कि जब जनसंख्या का असंतुलन होगा तो वो ठीक नहीं है। जनसंख्या का असंतुलन भी अराजकता पैदा करता है।
So what's wrong in that? Gaurav Goyal, what's wrong in that? Gaurav Goyal, what's wrong in that?
What do you mean by
Gaurav Goyal, what's wrong in that? Gaurav Goyal, please tell me and raise your voice today, Gaurav. Your audio is a little low. Ratnakar Tripathi, don't smoke. Tell me what's wrong. In what Yogi Adityanath has said. Gaurav Goyal, carry on.
Gaurav Goyal, directly and indirectly.
Gaurav, carry on.
This lady is directly and indirectly sporting the norms that a population control bill shall never be introduced in any manner. This lady is sporting it directly and indirectly.
But she is not accepting it. That's the problem. Even you understand that. But she is not ready to understand what she's saying.
If it is not, she will never do it. She will never accept, because their politics rest upon this. I don't know how much time it takes for their party president Akhilesh Yadav to come to the public and say population control bill is the demand of the public.
Others also feel the same, Zeba.
Then we are sitting in the volcano, it will erupt.
Where the chief of
I don't know why.
the party opposed population control. Please show me it officially.
Sir, there is no chief.
So why are you opposing it today
does
then?
not have any chief.
Did you have a communication with your leadership? Why are you opposing it? Or you just want to oppose Yogi?
You just
or
have
you just
to say that we support the population
Can you just tell me Ratnakar
Tripathi
and Vinay Singh? Ratnakar Tripathi, Manish, I'm coming.
No, we are not putting your words. We are not putting your words. We are saying what is true.
Is this the fact that you don't know?
Support the population control.
With you I can understand Ratnakar Tripathi. With you I can understand that there is a real big hurdle to communicate with your top leadership, because in the Congress party that's a problem. That's what I am being told. That several leaders face this problem, that they are unable to talk to their leadership. But Zeba, hold on, Gaurav. Ratnakar Tripathi, in your party this is a problem, that you are unable to talk to your top leadership to get a line. But Zeba, has this also trickled into the Samajwadi party? No. Then you should have spoken to your top leaders and say that, can we say this? Because you should have said this in your opening line, that we are for a population control bill. And you would have just put a finger on the lips on Manish, Vinay Singh and Gaurav Goyal's faces. But you did, Ratnakar Tripathi.
To speak, sir.
You might not have been able to speak to Rahul Gandhi or the other top leaders, sir. But you can please tell me.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, carry on, Ratnakar Tripathi, and then Vinay Singh, please.
We have proven our commitment. We have paid the price. We have proven our commitment.
What commitment?
In 1975, and we paid for that. We paid for that.
Forcible.
The vasectomy.
No, is he talking about the forcible?
Yeah, forcible khatna,
No, the language is I understand. No, forcible contraception. Forcible, listen. You don't do things, listen, it is a democracy. Whichever party it may be, Manish ji,
in emergency that happened, and it was criticized a lot.
My only problem is, when Yogi Adityanath say, he doesn't say that it's my government. I will do what I want. I will do how I want. It's not that. Yogi Adityanath doesn't say, at least I didn't. Yogi Adityanath say.
Allowing me to speak or not?
Ratnakar Tripathi, I have understood your thought process.
Allowing me to speak or not?
No, I will give you a chance. But you begin starting. Sir, you
always
just did not name your late leader.
What is this?
Okay, carry on, Mr. Carry on. Carry on.
Yeah, I'm just carrying on. I'm just asking you. You want people on the debate to take side on an hypothetical situation, on unexisting situation. But you are elated when somebody talks about Atikur Rahman. Oh, what a good point. But why don't you ask Government of India that why the Government of India is standing with OSC and opposing Adityanath? The population control comes in the purview of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And I told you before 19 months.
ये तो नया है.
Categorically.
No, it's a new one in the market. No, it's a new one in the market. ये तो आपने नया गिराया market. No, it's a new one. No, it's a new one. No, Ratnakar Tripathi. Point taken. It's a new counter which you have gotten. No, it's a new counter which you have gotten. Let's have facts backing it. No, it's a new one in the market, Ratnakar Tripathi. Now I have given you time, sir. Hold on. Now I have given you time, Ratnakar Tripathi. Hold on. Finish.
Aishwarya, I have a simple request, that while debating an issue like population control, we must not lose our scientific temper. The whole this one, different countries, they have different problems. Some countries are facing population explosion and some countries are facing population decline. So where there is population explosion, laws are being made. Where there is population decline, governments are giving incentives to increase the population. And
this is the reality. This is happening.
One very important thing, what Zeba is saying, she started this debate, that BJP is opposed to a certain community. That means you are accusing a certain community, a certain religion, that they are producing more children.
Zeba and Vinay.
This is not good. How can you accuse a particular community that they are producing more children? If BJP is everybody's name, and if you are telling BJP is opposed to that community,
thank you very much.
That much you are saying that particular community is producing more children. No. And for everyone, if less children, if the law will come, it will be applicable to everybody, na? For everyone. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, for everyone that will be there.
No, the question comes before the policy.
You already know, Jeba, but you are self-convinced. And you said that, okay, this is a good thing, but we don't believe in Prime Minister Modi. So you don't have a problem with this law, but you have your basic problem with Prime Minister Modi. So you are self-convinced that whatever will come from Prime Minister Modi's side, that is not okay. That is, you are not okay with that.
Which is betterment. But yes, if your conditions
So why you are so
there,
self-convinced?
how would you balance?
No, where are the conditions? A population control bill is need of the hour because India is facing a population explosion. Like the other countries where their population decline, the incentives are given to couples to produce more children.
Manish.
2014. Why was
It
BJP
is a perfect case of scientific temperament. Don't lose your scientific temper. Don't lose your scientific temper. This is a non-political issue, and this must be discussed in the scientific
I understand that you want to keep it, apolitical, or you want to keep the politics out of it. But I'm sorry to just tell you, writer Saab, that it is in it.
Let's talk science.
It is in it. Because it is not only a Sauddin Owaisi, I have half a dozen political parties,
I'm saying a doctor Saab,
Congress,
a doctor Saab.
No, Dr. Piyush. Dr. Piyush Joshi.
He is opposed to this. He has serious doubts on
I am not opposing any bill.
Manish first. Manish. Yeah.
Don't put your words in my mouth. Don't put your words in my mouth.
No, I am saying in principle, Dr. Saab. But yeah.
Yeah, no, in principle I am telling you.
Manish.
Look,
Manish
how do you form a policy?
बीजेपी उत्तर प्रदेश के प्रवक्ता हैं. हाँ, बोलिए मनीष जी बोलिए.
Look,
पीयूष जी आ रहा है उसके बाद. मनीष जी बोलिए. मनीष आफ्टर 30 सेकंड्स सर. थैंक यू मनीष.
और जेबा ने ओपनिंग कमेंट में जब ये कहा कि कानून सब पर लागू होना चाहिए, आखिर इनसे पूछे कोई भी कानून अलग से किसी सब पर थोड़ी लागू होगा, वो तो सब पर ही लागू होगा. लेकिन जेहन में क्या बातें हैं, वही बात है जो रहमान बर्क ने रिपोर्ट किया.
जहन में आपकी क्या बात है, ये बहुत बड़ा सवाल है. आप कम्युनिटीज में बैलेंस कैसे लेके आएंगे, ये बहुत बड़ा सवाल है. आप मंच पे आके बोल देते हैं, उसके बाद एक संदेश छोड़ देते हैं.
अरे छोड़ दीजिए उन पे. Leave it on Yogi. Leave it on Yogi and Modi. Your bias, your anti-Modi and Yogi bias is now not letting you think in a proper way, Zeba. Let me tell you this very clearly. Because you, in principle, want to support what Yogi Adityanath is saying. And that's not only me. Even Gaurav Goyal and Binay Singh said the same thing just 30 seconds prior. That in principle, you say you are in agreement, but as soon as Manish Shukla comes out and he says that Yogi Adityanath has done this because there is some unwritten code where you have to oppose Yogi and you have to oppose Modi, you will oppose. You are saying it's a good decision, but you will again oppose. So don't oppose for the sake of it. Don't oppose for the sake of it. Ratnakar Tripathi, Piyush Joshi, I'm coming to you. Everyone and the viewers, just Zeba, Piyush Joshi, exactly 30 seconds by the clock. I'm not wearing one, but 30 seconds. 30 seconds by the clock and I'm back. 20 minutes more on the debate. 30 seconds by the clock, viewers. 30 seconds. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. 30
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
QSMTHE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Prime Minister Modi unveiled a national emblem cast on the roof of new Parliament building.
Back on the burning question, and I come to you, Zeba, and then to Ratnakar Tripathi. Zeba, please tell me, why do you want to oppose Yogi Adityanath and Prime Minister Modi just for the sake of it? Why? We all know, Zeba, you more than anyone else will understand that the population explosion is a reality and we need to counter it now. Zeba.
Shwarya, we are also same serious as you are, right?
Zeba.
Don't show off as if we are damn careless people on the planet. I'm just saying
I don't want
that
to.
Whatever bill...
I just can't hear. I just can't hear the words which the people of this country would want to hear from a Samajwadi Party national spokesperson, Gaurav Goyal. That's my problem. I would have been more than happy to be quiet and you saying that I and Manish Shukla stand together hand in hand.
Any good. I am always with any policy which is for good.
चलिए मैडम कि आप नहीं चाहते हैं कि पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल बिल कभी आए, Madam, please understand, you and your
हम तो
party
चाहते
does
हैं।
not want the
अगर
population
बीजेपी
to grow lot
चाहती थी
any
तो
cost.
बीजेपी
आप आके
2014 से
नेशनल
क्यों
टीवी
बैठी
पे जो
हुई थी?
बोलते हैं
बीजेपी
उसका
8
कोई अर्थ
साल
नहीं
से
बचता
सत्ता
है
में
क्योंकि आप
है।
नहीं चाहते
बीजेपी अभी
हैं.
तक क्या कर रही थी?
If somebody
अभी तक
is quoting
population
it,
bill
you
आ
have a
जाना चाहिए
problem.
था।
If the Uttar Pradesh
We
Mukhyamantri
don't
had
have
said
a
this, you have a problem. You have a
We
problem
don't
of
have a
everything which is
problem.
good for the nation. You do the politics at your own mind. I don't know problem.
No
मैडम
problem.
एक समझने की कोशिश
No,
करिएगा.
हम-
Just one thing.
आप
आपने एक
समझिए,
प्रश्न किया था
आपके
मैडम,
पास
सुन
भी
तो
थोड़ा
लीजिए.
दिमाग होगा, आपके
प्लीज
पास
लिसन
भी
मैडम.
दिमाग है।
प्लीज
मैं
लिसन.
क्यों सुनूं
ठीक है,
आपकी?
आप
मैं
समझा
क्यों
दीजिएगा
सुनूं
क्योंकि आप
आपकी?
समझाने का
क्यों
काम ही
सुनूं
करते हैं, कोई
आपकी?
बात नहीं है.
मैं आपको
प्लीज
समझा
अंडरस्टैंड वन
रही
थिंग.
हूं
आपको
कि
सुनना
जब कोई
पड़ेगा क्योंकि
policy
आपने
का
गलत
bill
बात करी
आएगा,
है.
तो हम उसे
आपने
follow करेंगे।
मैडम यू हैव
आप
सेड
नहीं
कि
decide
why the
करेंगे।
BJP has
आप
not
नहीं
brought the
decide
law
करेंगे।
since
You don't tell me
2014
why
because they were in the power. Only for the reason because they are people like you, they are political parties like you.
Oh my
If the
God.
BJP bring this law,
like
you will
me.
come on the streets and you will burn the public properties because you guys are master in this. That's why the
Okay, Dr.
BJP
Piyush
has
Joshi.
not brought the
Dr.
law
Piyush
since
Joshi.
2014.
Dr. Piyush Joshi, political analyst, live.
BJP is trying to make the general
Piyush Joshi, can you tell me
consensus
this?
so that this
No, no,
law can
no, no.
be brought.
No, no, hold on, hold on,
मैडम,
hold
आप नहीं
on.
समझेंगे
Hold on,
क्योंकि
hold
आप
on.
राजनीति करते
Manish,
हैं, घरों के
Vinay
द्वारा
Singh
कोई भी-
and Gaurav Goyal, I'm asking Zeba Yasmin, Piyush and Ratnakar Tripathi one question, 10-second answer. In principle, do you agree
I'm just telling you
that there is a
in
population
principle I'm
explosion starting with Piyush Joshi? Piyush Joshi,
Aishwarya.
Dr. Piyush Joshi, do you agree with me that there is a population explosion and this population bomb is a real big hurdle in India's success? Yes or no, sir?
Look.
Do you accept this? Dr. Piyush Joshi.
I just need data. How do you form a policy? Tell me. You need data, concrete data based on which you will form a policy.
So what data?
So
So
we will
data,
require a
data, what
census
data?
report.
Which India
and
do you live
and if there is a population bomb which is there and which is exploding, then yes, of course, we should organize each and every measure possible to control that population. No doubt about it. Now, what I'm trying to tell you that the National
You are
Family
in
Planning
July.
Program.
You are in
they
July of
use
2022,
40% of its budget.
and as far
40%
as
of
I am
its
able to
budget.
gather,
National Family
that you have a lot of trust in the United Nations, which I personally don't, and that's my personal view, that I do not have that much trust in the United Nations. But I will just want to tell you or ask you, Piyush Joshi, Dr. Piyush Joshi, you are in the July of 2022, and according to a United Nations report, Dr. Piyush Joshi, India will be the most populated country, Ratnakar Tripathi, by 2023. So if you need facts, that is for you from an organization whom you trust. I don't. But I'll just ask you the same question, Ratnakar Tripathi. Don't you feel that population bomb is not ticking anymore? It has already exploded. It has already exploded. Ratnakar Tripathi, quick answer, 10 seconds. Yeah.
I'm just asking you.
Mr. Tripathi.
Aishwarya ji, we
Oh, sir, you
proved
already
our
have.
commitment
Sir,
towards
you might want to
population
perceive, Dr.
control
Piyush Joshi, that you don't want to, but you already have, sir. Yeah.
But the problem
Ratnakar
with
Tripathi.
you is that tera kutta kutta, to mera kutta kutta and tuada kutta Tommy. If we introduce a bill, you will say they are forcing, we have forced the people. And now what will BJP do? Will this bill be appeal? Ki please
No,
sir,
Tommy.
do the
I am
population
saying no,
control.
Tommy.
Won't they force?
No, Tommy.
Won't they deprive them of
No,
many things?
Sada,
If you
Sada, no,
don't,
Tommy.
if you do not have
Ratnakar
two,
Tripathi,
if you
I'm
have
only
more than
saying
two
in
children, you will not fight the election. You will not get the election.
Ratnakar Tripathi ji,
We have proved
you are
our
right from
commitment, and you
Varanasi. You
are
are right
regularly
from
asking
Varanasi,
us,
at least.
why are you opposing?
No,
We are
I'm
not
asking
opposing
you.
Aditya
Do you
Nath.
agree? No, it's a. Sir, it's,
We are
sir,
not
it's no time to
opposing
joke. I'm
Aditya
asking you
Nath ji.
10-second answer. Please
We
tell me.
are
Do you
opposing the
accept there is a
threat he is
population
giving in the
bomb?
skies. He is threatening the population. He is threatening the big population.
Who is threatening?
He says that the difference between two population is closing.
Who is he?
You have to pay the price.
Who?
The Hindus will have to pay the price. He is saying.
Aishwarya bhai.
Dinesh Singh,
Quote that.
I'll just come to you. Zeba. Ratnakar Tripathi, you are not answering. That's you are a master, Ratnakar Tripathi. That's my only in principle problem with you, sir.
Oh, I answered it.
That you will not answer the question straight.
We answered
You
it
are well
48
versed
years
with your
ago.
words and you know how to twist them around.
answered
But
it
Zeba,
48
can you
years
please tell me, Zeba Yasmin, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, before I go to Binay Singh, Zeba, please tell me, don't you understand in principle, Zeba, whichever part of the country you live in, and I am told you are live from Lucknow, can't you feel when we come out of our homes, every one of us, and viewers, I'm asking this question to you as well, that the population bomb is a reality which we really need to think about. Zeba, I'm asking you straight away. Straight.
Yeah. I'll give you a straight answer, Aishwarya. Is this problem arises only in 2022? Was what not in 2014? So what was Modi ji doing since 2014?
Who
He's
said so?
8 years late
But I
in
did not
launching
hear
the policy.
Akhilesh Yadav.
Why?
Zeba, that's my
Did you
problem.
hear?
Manish,
It's my problem also.
Manish, that's
No,
my problem.
Aishwarya,
Zeba,
if you-
that's my problem. Zeba, exactly right.
Did you
Manish,
hear Akhilesh
Shukla
Yadav
like, Manish
opposing
Shukla,
anywhere?
Zeba, यही मेरा problem है. That's my problem. Manish, मैंने
ऐश्वर्या,
अखिलेश
यही
यादव को
हमारी problem
when he
है
was
कि
the chief
आपको
minister of
कुछ
Uttar
सुनाई
Pradesh,
नहीं देता, आपको कुछ
I
दिखाई
did
नहीं
not
देता।
hear. मनीष, आपको याद है क्या कि अखिलेश यादव जब उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री थे तब उन्होंने ये बात को उठाया हो? मुझे नहीं याद, और अगर मैं गलत हूं तो बताइए मनीष।
कभी नहीं।
मनीष शुक्ला बताइए, ये प्रॉब्लम आज की नहीं है। जेबा ठीक कह रही है।
और टी हसन का जिन्होंने जनसंख्या के कानून का विरोध किया है, खुलेआम किया है, और उस पर अखिलेश यादव का कोई बयान नहीं है। तो देखिए ये तो, और जेबा जी ने शुरू में ही कहा कि अगर कानून सबके लिए बनेगा, अरे भाई कानून तो सबके लिए ही बनेगा। और कांग्रेस के जो त्रिपाठी जी है उन्होंने तो गजब एग्जाम्पल दिया, तेरा कुत्ता मेरा कुत्ता बिल्ली पे आ गया। भैया देखिए आज के समय की सबसे बड़ी जरूरत है जनसंख्या नियंत्रण का कानून। हाँ, हमारा ये भी मानना है कि जनसंख्या का असंतुलन भी नहीं होना चाहिए। समान के लोगों को जनसंख्या।
होल्ड ऑन त्रिपाठी जी होल्ड ऑन ना।
और क्योंकि
रत्नाकर त्रिपाठी होल्ड ऑन, कंट्रोल
पैदा करता है।
No, I understand. Binay Singh wanted to say something, and then I'm coming to you, Gaurav. Binay Singh.
Acha, Ratnakar ji just 10 minutes back, he was celebrating. That the Congress was the first, as a party to implement the population control measure.
The forcible one, yeah.
Though it was forcible, though it was in emergency, done in emergency, though it was a criminal act, but he was celebrating. That we were the first to do that. But again, at that time you were celebrating a forceful control measure.
Will you appeal only?
And this one is going to be very democratic.
Hear him out.
This is going to be a non-criminal and very democratic.
I know it doesn't automatically comes to Congress, but
this is going to be a very democratic process. So here he is opposed. And Ratnakar ji and Jeba, they don't have problem with the population control bill or population control measure. The only problem is that it is coming from a person or a party.
So that's what I'm saying, Gaurav. Gaurav, ending 30 seconds. That's my problem. Zeba, Ratnakar Tripathi, Dr. Piyush Joshi, they are not in principally against it. The only problem is that the man saying is Yogi Adityanath. That the man backing Yogi Adityanath is Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah. That's the problem. Gaurav Goyal. Manish, I'll come to you. Manish, मैं आऊँगा आपके पास. Gaurav. Manish, मैं आ रहा हूँ आपके पास ending के लिए. Gaurav.
Politically. With a political intention.
Gaurav.
Sir, only 30 seconds. I will take 30 seconds. That whenever we try to give an argument that the population control bill is the heat of the hour, the international spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party gives an argument why the BJP was silent since 2014. The only thing is that for the last 7-8 years, the BJP is also trying that all the parties should come together and there shall be a national consensus. If not, then what will happen? The national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party will come on the streets. The entire political parties will come on the streets and they will burn the things.
No, they just want to oppose. Manish. Understood. Zeba, hold on. Manish, 10 seconds. Manish, please, less time I have. Manish.
We want the national policy.
Guys, I've given all of you time.
Manish. Population control bill.
Manish, okay, Gaurav.
The national spokesperson will never say.
Manish, Gaurav, hold on. Manish, carry on, Manish Shukla. बोलिए, Manish जी. बोलिए.
देखिए जनसंख्या पर समाजवादी पार्टी की नीति स्पष्ट है। 2012 से 17 के बीच में अखिलेश यादव की पार्टी ने एक बार भी इस पर चर्चा नहीं की। भारतीय जनता पार्टी का शुरू से मानना है कि एक सुदृढ़ और प्रभावी जनसंख्या नीति बननी चाहिए और सबको उसका पालन करना चाहिए। कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता जो बात कर रहे थे सबसे पहली पार्टी की है।
Well, absolutely. Let there be no doubt about it. I'm only saying this. Manish Shukla, Binay Singh, Gaurav Goyal, Zeba Yasmin, Dr. Piyush Joshi, Ratnakar Tripathi. Manish Shukla, मैं आपकी भावनाओं को समझ रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहता हूँ, Manish Shukla जी, that I really doubt that Zeba Yasmin, Dr. Piyush Joshi, and Ratnakar Tripathi, how well learned and well educated these guys are. None of them can in principally oppose. Neither Zeba nor Dr. Piyush Joshi nor Ratnakar Tripathi can oppose this. The only problem is that the person who's saying it and the person who's backing him, that means they are opposing Yogi Adityanath and Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah. And that's the problem. It is not what Yogi Adityanath is saying. Thank you very much. That's the time I had, viewers. And all the panelists, thank you very much. That's the time I had on Burning Question. Thank you.
where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाइड क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
On July 8th, a fatal cloudburst claimed 16 lives in Jammu and Kashmir while injuring several others. Over 40 people are missing and rescue operations are on in full swing. Nearly 48 hours after the tragedy hit the holy pilgrimage site of Amarnath Yatra, the Yatra has resumed once again. Watch how, with utter zest and enthusiasm, the 12th batch of Amarnath Yatra pilgrims left the Bhagwati Nagar base camp for the holy Amarnath cave.
जो हादसा हुआ उसके बाद किस तरह का भय तो नहीं?
नहीं, कोई भय नहीं। हमको बाबा के ऊपर विश्वास है। बाबा हमारी यात्रा मंगलमय करेंगे और बाबा के हम दर्शन करके ही जाएंगे। हमें कोई भय नहीं है। बाबा के ऊपर पूर्ण विश्वास है।
And even as the search and rescue operations continue for the ones missing, a fresh batch of pilgrims have embarked on the journey with great fervor. Bureau report for Republic TV. The district of Valsad reels under floods post heavy rains. Houses are submerged. Roads are inundated. People forced to swim or wade through the deep water. Normal life completely thrown out of place, and this is the situation in Gujarat's Valsad. Water level of rivers continue to rise. Residents only hope to get some relief once the water recedes, and authorities remain on high alert. Bureau report for Republic TV.
News in brief, the Supreme Court has awarded 4 months sentence to fugitive diamond heir Vijay Mallya in a contempt case, observing that it must impose adequate punishment upon the contempt in order to maintain the majesty of law. A bench headed by Justice also imposed a fine of 2,000 rupees on Mallya, who is accused in a bank loan fraud default matter of over 9,000 crore rupees involving his defunct Kingfisher Airlines. The Supreme Court has asked the newly elected Maharashtra Assembly Speaker not to proceed with the plea seeking disqualification of MLAs of Shiv Sena faction led by former Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. A bench comprising of Chief Justice N.V. Ramana and Justices Krishna Murari and Hema Kohli took over and took note of the submissions of senior advocates led by Kapil Sibal that the several pleas of Uddhav faction were to be listed for today. NCP Chief Sharad Pawar has contradicted the Shiv Sena on Aurangabad and Osmanabad name change, saying that this was not part of the common minimum program which was decided by various people sitting together. The NCP chief added that this decision was made at the last minute and that there was no communication with the NCP about this decision.
The population bomb is ticking. India's population, which stands at 1.412 billion, will rise to 1.668 billion in 2050. UN report states India likely to surpass China in terms of rise in population by next year itself. And as demand for population control grows, politics too seeps into the issue. Many parties question measures to control population. And contradicting the UN report, AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi says that there is no population explosion in India and that Sanghis are spreading fake news.
As the political crisis deepens inside Goa Congress Party, in a late-night development, Sonia Gandhi asked Mukul Wasnik to rush to Goa. After Congress removed Michael Lobo from the post of Leader of Opposition in Assembly, now Goa Congress Legislative Party has passed a resolution to change its CLP leader. In the resolution, it is said that a new